is Mission 10, and well, the subsequent intro, or not intro, I'm not saying intro, intro's a bad thing, it's not the intro, subsequent cutscene, as well as Mission 10. So, yeah, let's get into it. And these cutscenes are done by the race called the Ancients. You'll find out later about them.
When the destroyers came for us, we attacked. Never had we been defeated. They were like the others, strange, hideous, resisting, fighting. Only these were not like the others. They did not die. We made our first retreat. We could forgo one system. We left it to the destroyers and went elsewhere. But they followed. They hunted us. They followed us when we retreated, discovered where we lived. For a long time we did not know why they chased us. They were no ordinary enemy. They did not seek our territory, our technology, our resources. Now we know our crime was sin.
We've just received some discouraging news from Terran Command pilots. At 0300 today, after the captured Tyrannus was towed to Tombaugh installation in the Ribos system, the Sheevan staged a major ambush. There isn't a lot of confirmation from the footage yet, but it's clear that a Sheevan destroyer of massive proportions jumped in and destroyed Tombaugh Station, along with all of its defenses. We have designated this new class of destroyer Lucifer. Debris from the station is still falling from orbit on Ribos 4.
Now, this particular ship will play a huge part in the story of this later on.
Terran and Vasudan fighters and cruisers engaged the Lucifer and were wiped out quickly. Footage suggests that the Lucifer was using a new type of shield, impervious to any of our attacks. Needless to say, this is grim news. The Sheevans indeed have managed to shield a vessel of that magnitude. It's merely a matter of time before they wipe out all frontline installations and march through to our home systems. Since all attempts at communication with the Sheevans have ended in violence, it appears unlikely that a diplomatic solution will work. At this point, the Sheevans have control of Beta Cygni, Betelgeuse, Ross 128, Ikea, and Regulus. Most of the Vasudan forces are gathering in Vega for a counterstrike, while we are gathering our fleet in Antares for an effort to retake Ribos and Beta Cygni. Oddly enough, the Sheevans don't seem to be interested in taking control of any planets in the systems or gathering natural resources. Instead, they seem to be focused on controlling individual jump nodes. Research and development teams at Sol have recently completed development on a few new weapons. A group of Terran scientists has returned from a previously unexplored system known as Alaramis, and bring with them a new weapon called the Flail. The Flail is quite different from our typical energy cannons. Please consult the weapons database in the tech room for more details.
Just going to interrupt this wee briefing here to actually explain about the Flail cannon. Basically, yeah, the whole idea that we were saying that it's different from the energy cannons, it's actually kind of not. It's more of a kinetic cannon. The idea is basically you hit something and it knocks it out of place. Now you may be wondering, why does this matter? Well, if something keeps being knocked out of place or knocked around, it can't gain momentum, and it's sort of stuck on. I mean, there's semi-Newtonian physics in this game in terms of, oh, if you actually stop, you'll continue going in the direction that you're going. But the thing about this is that with Flail Cannon, if you keep hitting something, it keeps moving, so that means it's very difficult to get a lock on. It plays more of a part in the multiplayer than it does in single player, but I thought it's something that everyone should know.
Our communications with Vasudan technicians have yielded the Interceptor missile. By combining the Vasudan-designed engine with a Terran warhead, we were able to produce the most powerful anti-fighter weapon yet. It's It's an aspect-seeking missile and requires a few seconds to lock onto the enemy's engine signature, but its speed and accuracy make it lethal. Use it well.
So there's big dumb Terrans make a big bomb, and the Bassoons have a really good technology.
The survivors of the Tombaugh attack must be evacuated from the Ribos system immediately. We do not have sufficient firepower to retake Ribos at this time. Your wing's objective is to escort the Iota transports.
Now, I just want to know here, if anyone in chat can actually answer me, because I'm just going to do a look here. If anyone in chat can answer me, do you want to actually see the whole briefing between missions, or do you want me just to skip past and give you the sort of lowdown on it, or just the clip notes version of it? Because it would be appreciated to know what parts I can cut out, what parts I can actually contain in my videos. Because I know that some people may or may not want to hear all the boring stuff, but some people may want to hear the story. I mean, there's not much story in the briefing, but I mean, like, they may want to hear the briefing just because, well, this briefing is kind of cool. And if you're watching this, whisper me or message me in any way that you can, just so I know. Because it helps me, it gives me an idea of what to put in future videos. I mean, not just in these videos for Freespace 2, but in later videos. Because it helps me decide, okay, yeah, a lot of this crap, a lot of people don't like, so out with it. And vice versa. I'm just going to continue briefing until I see an answer, because consistency and all that.
Other wings will be accompanying this convoy. Alpha Wing will be in charge of this operation and will have command authority. The convoy must reach the designated checkpoint. Escort from this point onward will be provided by Allied Bassudan forces, led by the PVD Pinnacle. Hostile forces have been spotted all over this system, and there's a good chance that our convoy will be attacked by Sheevan fighters. All hostile forces should be eliminated. The PVD Pinnacle will be arriving at the designated checkpoint. This Typhon-class destroyer has one of the most skilled crews in the PVE. It will escort the refugees for the remainder of their journey. Help the Pinnacle until it has dismissed you, then return to base. Many lives depend on this operation. Good luck.
So it's spent 6 months on these guys. Guys, as you may notice that
Did you see what was left of Ribos?
I know that I keep
I've never seen anything like that before.
But compared with, say, Star
That place
Wars
was a fortress.
Experience,
I can't
which was its
believe a
only
single
contemporary
Sheevan
at
attack
the
could
time, or its only true contemporary at the time, because all the rest weren't really competition at all, is that really, like, I mean, the thing, what was I saying? I mean, there was no competition really at the time, so comparing the two is the most apt way of doing things.
assistance. Sheevan forces hit our wing. We have taken severe hull damage. Enemy presence detected.
I am notifying Terran Command of the attack on the GTFR Nelson. Keep on your toes. There could be more.
Oh yes, now I remember what I was saying. Is that most missions in this last between sort of maybe 10 and 15 minutes, if that. We gotta think there's 30. There is about 30 missions. If I remember correct, I think there might possibly be about 38 missions. And I mean, bear with X-Ray Alliance, most missions last about double that, and there's about double the missions. Now you may think, oh, replay value, but the thing is, compared with Freespace, there wasn't as much variety of missions. And to be honest, I don't think that the missions were as great.
Watch your back, sir. Support ship being deployed. New hostiles in the area.
But yeah, remember what I said in my previous video about escalation? This is just an example of it. Of how each mission it gradually ramps up how many enemies are, and also the variety and difficulty of those enemies.
have company.
The PVD Pinnacle is jumping in ahead, sir. I need to rearm. Calling in a support ship.
Roger. Sorry, we're late. We're assisting a convoy of freighters that were ambushed by the Hammer of Light. Thank you for your assistance. We can take it from here. Alpha and Beta, return to base.
Rearming complete, sir.
Just making sure that this thing's safe. Roll hammer.
Great job, Alpha 1. You managed to save all 3 of the Iota transports from the Shivan attacks. You were told by the crew of the Pinnacle to congratulate you on a job well done. The civilians on those transports owe you their lives as well. The GTS...
Okay, so as you know the drill by now, we are moving on to a new mission. So the stream's going to be temporarily shut off, and then we'll restart in just a moment. Okay, thank you, and